She was already screaming into her phone when I stepped out of my lake cabin. "911, send someone fast. There's a trespasser living in a stolen cabin." Her voice echoed across the quiet water, like she was trying to shake the whole lake awake. I didn't even get a chance to speak before she jabbed her finger at me like I'd broken into her house instead of standing on my own porch. "Pack your stuff. This lake is HOA property," she snapped, acting like she owned the sky too. I tried staying calm, but she walked right up to me and slapped a fake-looking notice on my door. "You have 10 minutes to leave or the cops will drag you out," she said, smiling like she'd already won. Something inside me burned, but I kept my hand steady, because I knew something she didn't. I wasn't a visitor. I wasn't a renter. And I sure wasn't trespassing. "I'm not going anywhere," I told her. She froze for a second, shocked that I didn't fold the moment she barked. "Oh, you will," she hissed. "You have no idea who controls this lake." But the twist was, she had no idea who actually owned it. Before I could say more, I heard sirens speeding down the dirt road. Loud. Fast, like this was some hostage situation. Karen folded her arms, chin up, whispering, "Watch how fast they drag you out." She didn't know the call she made would blow up her entire plan. And her whole world. The police car skidded to a stop, dust rolling up behind it. 2 officers stepped out, hands resting on their belts, already looking at me like I was some criminal they'd been chasing all morning. Karen rushed to them before they could even shut their doors. "That's him," she cried. "Get him out. He broke into this cabin and refuses to leave." One of the officers walked toward me, slow and stiff, like he expected me to run. "Sir, step away from the porch," he ordered. I didn't move. Karen smirked from behind him, arms crossed, waiting for the takedown like it was a movie she directed. "This cabin is illegal," she shouted. "He's been squatting here for weeks. I'm the HOA enforcement officer for the Lakeview community. I have full authority." The officer looked at her, then back at me. "We need your ID and any proof you're allowed to be here." Karen leaned in and whispered loudly, "He won't have anything. He's lying. Just arrest him." I stayed quiet for a moment. I let the tension rise. I let Karen enjoy her little victory, right up until it snapped in half. "Officer," I said slowly, "before I hand you anything, you should know something." The officer raised an eyebrow. Karen rolled her eyes. "Here we go," she muttered. "This cabin," I said, tapping the old wooden rail beside me, "was built by my grandfather 70 years ago. And this land, this entire lakefront you're standing on, is not HOA property." Karen laughed so hard it cracked. "Please, you expect anyone to believe that?" But I didn't laugh. I reached into my pocket, pulled out a folded envelope, and handed it to the officer. "Inside," I said, "is the original deed and a letter from the county." Karen's smile faded for the first time. The officer took the papers, opened them, and his face changed slowly, like he was trying to hide it but failing. Karen stepped forward. "What does it say?" "Why are you looking at it like that?" The officer didn't answer. He just kept reading. And that silence, that moment, was the beginning of her downfall. The second officer took the papers from his partner, read them, then looked straight at Karen. His jaw tightened. "Ma'am, this deed says the entire lakefront, every inch of it, is privately owned. By him," he pointed at me. Karen blinked fast, like her brain was refusing to load the information. "That can't be right," she snapped. "This lake is under HOA control. It always has been. Check the files, check the map, check something." But the officer shook his head. "County seal is valid. Signatures match. This land never belonged to any HOA. Your authority here is 0. Karen's face twisted. No, he forged it. He planned this." She grabbed the papers out of the officer's hands, trembling. "There's no way this nobody owns the whole lake." I stepped closer, calm as ever. "Karen, not only do I own the land, I own the water rights too. That includes this cabin, this shoreline, and the path you trespassed on to get here." Her mouth fell open. "Trespassed? I was enforcing the rules." "There are no HOA rules here," I said. "Just your lies." The officers exchanged a look, one that said things were about to flip hard. The first officer stepped forward. "Ma'am, we need to see your HOA credentials." She froze. I'm the acting volunteer coordinator for the temporary compliance team." "Meaning?" the officer asked. She swallowed. "Meaning, I handle issues when the board is busy. So you're not an officer, not staff. Not even elected, she didn't answer. She didn't have to. The officer sighed. Ma'am, impersonating an authority figure is a crime, and calling 911 to remove someone from their own property. That's filing a false report. Karen's knees softened. Wait, no, please, this is misunderstanding. I was just trying to, but she didn't finish, because the second officer pointed behind her. Ma'am, turn around. Hands behind your back. Her scream echoed across the silent lake. You can't arrest me. This is my community. Not anymore, the officer replied. While they cuffed her, I opened the cabin door and leaned on the frame, letting the moment sink in. All that noise she made, all that fake power she used, gone in seconds. The officers walked her toward the car and she kept twisting her neck to look at me. This isn't over. I'll talk to the board. I'll get you removed. I smiled. Good luck. The board doesn't control my land either. When the police car drove off, the lake felt calm again, like it was finally breathing after being held hostage by her chaos. I stepped down to the dock, touched the water, and whispered the line that had carried my family for generations. This lake isn't just property, it's legacy. And for the first time in days, the place felt peaceful, because justice had finally echoed louder than Karen's voice. The end. Please. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing HOA stories.